What is fear? Again, humanity has put up with fear. Has never been able to solve fear. Never. There are various forms of fears. You may have your own particular form of fear. Fear of death, fear of God, fear of your wife, fear of your husband, fear of the politicians, and God knows how many fears humanity has. The devil, and so on. What is fear? Not the mere experience of fear in its multiple forms, but actually the reality, the actuality of fear. How is it brought about? Why has man, woman, why has humanity and each one have accepted fear as the way of life, as you accept violence as the way of fear, as the way of life? Violence in the television, violence of war, violence of your daily life. Why do we accept violence? The ultimate violence is to go into organized killing, which is called war. Is not fear related to violence? So in inquiring into fear, the actual truth of fear, not the idea of fear. You understand the difference? The idea of fear is different from the actuality of fear. Right? Right. So what is fear? How has it come about? What's the relationship of fear to time, to thought? Fear, one may be frightened of tomorrow or many tomorrows. Fear of death, the ultimate fear. Fear of what has happened before in the past. Fear of what is actually going on now. So we must inquire together, please. The speaker keeps on repeating together. Otherwise it's no fun talking to myself. Is fear brought about by time? Someone has done something in the past, hurt you, and the past is time. The future is time. The present is the time, is time. So we are asking, is time a central factor of fear? Fear has many, many branches, many leaves. But it's no good trimming the branches. We're asking, what's the root of fear? Not the multiple forms of fear. because fear is fear. Psychological time, the inward time. I am going to be. I am not good, but I will be. I will get rid of my violence, which is again the future. Or I have been violent, but I won't be. All that implies time. We ought to inquire, what is time? Are you prepared for all this? Do you want to go into all this? Really? I'm rather surprised. Because you've all been instructed, you've all been informed, you've been all told what to do by the psychologists, by the priests, by your leaders, always seeking help and finding new ways of being helped. So one has become a slave to others. We are never free to inquire, to stand psychologically completely by oneself. So we're going now to inquire into time. What is time? Apart from the clock, apart from the sunrise and the sunset, the beauty of the sunrise, the beauty of the sunset, apart from the light and the dark, what is time? Please, if one really understands this, the nature of time inwardly, you will find for yourself an extraordinary sense of having no time at all. We'll come to that. Time is the past, right? Time is the future, and time is the present. The whole cycle is time. The past, your background, what you have thought, what you have lived, your experiences, your conditioning as Christian, Hindu, Buddhist, all the rest of it. Or you put aside all that nonsense and say, I'm going to live this way, which is the past. So the past is the present, right? Without the past, you won't be here. Your background, your conditioning, your brain being programmed as Christian, Hindu, Buddhist, and all the rest of it. We've been programmed for 2,000 years. And the Hindus for 3,000 to 5,000 years. Like a computer. They repeat. So the past is the present. What you are now is the result of the past. And tomorrow, or 1,000 tomorrows, is the future. So the future is what you are now. Right? Vous avez compris? I mean, sir, you have understood? I must ask you, it doesn't matter. It's up to you. So the future is now. In the now, all time is contained. This is a fact too, actuality, not a theory. What you are is the result of the past. And what you will be tomorrow is what you are now. If I am violent now, tomorrow I'll be violent. So tomorrow is in the now, in the present. Unless I radically, fundamentally bring about a mutation. Otherwise I'll be what I have been. That is, we had a long evolution, evolving, and we have evolved to what we are now. And if you carry on that game, you will be violent, you will be barbarous next day. So, as all time is contained in the now, which is a fact, actuality, can there be total mutation now? In all our behavior, our way of living, thinking, feeling. Not being an American, Hindu, Buddhist, none of that. Because if you don't radically, psychologically bring about a mutation, then you will be exactly what you have been in the past. So is it possible to bring about this psychological mutation at all?